Oh, hey, ladies and gents, good evening. Listen, I hope the lockdown is treating you well. I hope you're keeping safe. I hope you are sanitizing those hands and keeping your face mask close by, and that you're getting enough sleep. I mean, I certainly am getting enough sleep in. My name is Tabiso Makubela, and I'm going to be your host for the Prism Awards 2020! No applause, but hey, it's going to be such an incredible night. Thank you so much for joining us virtually tonight. Hey, it's the new normal. But before we get this show on the road, let's make sure I'm camera ready. Come with me. Yeah, no, it'll have to do, hey? Okay, ladies and gents, let's settle down. Now, for the next while, I will be announcing the winners of the Prism Awards 2020. Now, I invite you to be a part of this conversation. If you aren't already following the Prism Awards, this is the perfect time to do so. Remember, when you do engage with us, to use the different hashtags, Prism Awards 2020, as well as Prisms Go Virtual. Before we get this show on the road, let's hear from the convener of the Prism Awards 2020. That's Palesa Madumo. Palesa, how's it going?
Thank you, Tabby. So it must be so awesome to roll out of bed looking that fabulous. Hi, everyone. My name is Palesa Madumo, convener of the 2020 Prism Awards, and I'm here today with Victor Sibeko, CEO of Prism.
Thank you.
Welcome to the show. So, Victor, we're living in unprecedented times with the advent of COVID-19. In fact, it's actually led us to where we are tonight, which is the first virtual Prism Awards. How do you feel about that?
This is great. This is the beauty and the advantage that we need to take of, especially with the technology on our side.
Absolutely, absolutely. And from a Prism perspective, what measures have you put in place to deal with COVID-19, and how are you supporting the industry?
Well, as an institute, we've really taken advantage of creating much more networks and be aggressive in terms of sharing the best practices and checking what is happening. Communication is key during this time. And when you look at crisis is also accompanied by knowing who your stakeholders are, find them, deal with them, and assist them in various ways.
Absolutely. So something that's really important to me is the initiative called Prism Young Voices. That's part of the Prism Awards every year. We've been running it since 2017. And this year we've got 10 new young people who come across from South Africa and from different parts of the industry as well. And I'm quite happy to introduce all of them tonight in their video montages. So let's see what they had to say.
I cannot tell you how excited and grateful I am for this opportunity. I think that the PYVs is such a wonderful and great initiative by the Prism Awards and PRISA to pull in young PR professionals and get them involved in shaping the state of PR in South Africa.
Being a 2020 Prism Young Voice, for me personally, means that it is our chance, my chance, to actually use my voice for a greater purpose.
It's knowing what your responsibility is and knowing how to also just pass, the knowledge onto someone else who can also make a worthwhile, impact in the industry.
It's an honor more than anything. I mean, we live in such a huge country, and I mean, I'm one of the 10 judges, so it's an honor amongst everything.
It was a huge honor to be part of the Prism Young Voices 2020.
Being acknowledged as a Prism Young Voice in 2020 highlighted to me that I'm on the right path and that my contributions are valued and seen as of importance in the public relations industry.
I mean, the Prism Awards are the biggest platform that celebrate excellence in PR. So you can imagine how much of a confidence booster that is.
Among many things, it means exposure, and it's quite big to me to be selected among the top 10 in the country.
As a young person in the industry, my voice is heard and I am seen.
But beyond just being heard, I get to be exposed to innovative thinking, mentorship from seniors and peers in the industry.
Working alongside industry experts was really an interesting and insightful journey.
Sat at a table, we had breakfast, we had coffee, and they wanted to know why I judged certain sort of entries the way I did, and my opinion mattered.
So it was definitely an amazing time with them. It was an amazing, learning overall, and I definitely do it again.
It was amazing because you get to sit down with industry experts and veterans.
I got to learn a lot from working with the other senior judges and got to draw a lot of wisdom from them.
I was able to learn, and as much as I was learning, I was able to share what my mind as a young person has.
It was great working with the judges in my cluster, as they were always interested to hear my opinion and the youth's view on all the entries, as well as teaching me that the impact of a campaign is more important than the reach of a campaign.
The judging process is far more than simply analysing entries. You really have to focus on each submission and value the work that has been done.
And this is what I loved about the whole process, but I got a chance to see how our work is changing lives and not just perceptions, but we're changing lives and we're changing them for the good through the brands that we work for.
I'm very grateful for the opportunity, and I think it will open many opportunities and gates for me in the industry.
Lucky enough to just absorb so much wealth of knowledge and seeing a different way of problem solving in our industry.
This is what we need. This is what we need to nurture and grow in our country.
I can say that with the quality of work that we judged this year, I was left feeling very inspired and very confident about our industry.
So we have a very special award this year that goes to the PYV, or the Prism Young Voice of the Year, and the winner of this award is actually somebody who's been nominated by their peers. So all of the PYVs in last year's cohort have actually nominated this person, or rather selected this person, as somebody who's got great leadership skills, somebody who has helped them integrate, and somebody who they've seen a lot of growth from during this period. So I'm very, very proud to announce that Siyabonga Thwala is the 2020 Prism Young Voice of the Year. Okay, so let's carry on with our very unconventional awards show. Over to you, Thabiso.
Thank you very much, Palesa. Yes, this year we are doing things differently. This is the new normal and we are embracing it. Well, let's get this show going. Drum roll, please. Please note that we will not be announcing all the winners across the different categories of the Prisms 2020. However, a full list will be made available on our social media, and of course a press release will go out with all the details and names of all the category winners in their different levels. And now for the first awards of the evening. The winner in the Best Up-and-Coming PR Professional goes to Candice Marescia from Weber Shandwick. And the Best PR Professional goes to Lamise Mard from Ogilvy, Cape Town. Congratulations to you, Candice and Lamise. And now time for us to move on to the Consultancy Awards. Ladies and gents, please note that we do not have an award for the Best Micro-Sized PR Agency. However, we do have awards for Best Small PR Agency, Best Mid-Sized PR Agency, as well as Best Large PR Agency. The Best Small PR Consultancy goes to the Friday Street Club Agency. The Best Mid-Sized PR Consultancy goes to HWB Communications. And the award for Best Large PR Consultancy goes to Eclipse PR. Congratulations to all of our winners. Now, the entries this year have been absolutely thrilling and exciting for our judges to go through. However, there were no entry submissions for the Best Lifetime Achievement category, so there will be no award issued for that category tonight. However, now we move on to the Best Campaigns category, where you need to note we do not have awards for the Best African Campaign as well as the Best African Network. And now for the Student Awards. Please note that no gold was awarded in this category. However, silver goes to the University of Johannesburg for the campaign Eternal Metamorphosis. Look at the time go, look at the time fly. We are nearing the end, but before we go and announce the South African Campaign of the Year category, Palesa has something to say. Palesa, over to you.
Thank you so much, Thabiso. So Victor, this year we received a whopping 289 entries into the Prism Awards.
Wow, that is incredible.
Absolutely, and it's an actual record for the Prism Awards. So I think it's quite important to say thank you very much to the industry for their support. So let's see who are the Campaign of the Year finalists.
And the finalists are Take Note Reputation Management for the Bata Youth Board of Directors, DNA Brand Architects for My Heritage, Retroactive for the world's first influencer, Retroactive for the Kirsten Landman's Road to Dakar, the Riverbed Agency for the Underage Drinking Campaign.
So there you have it. Those are the finalists for the Campaign of the Year 2020. I was lucky enough to chat to each of the agency representatives, and let's hear what they had to say about their campaigns.
We were initially briefed to tackle underage drinking.
I pitched him and said, cool, this is Habbo. He's 32 years old. He has a discovery vitality age of about 55 plus.
How do we increase the market interest in the Tuffy's shoes?
It was to showcase Tastic as a brand that is rooted in South Africa's heritage.
So Kirsten Landman is one of the toughest South Africans, not just South African woman. She's one of the toughest South Africans. She has a sport that she's involved in called hard enduro.
And then the second side was, how do we bring Tommy Tackies back into play? How do we make it more interesting for your teen?
But these teens were saying that it's quite common at home to either have somebody who gives you a sip of their wine or their beer from a very young age.
Client loved the story. They loved the fact that we'd be documenting a regular Joe or James, because his real name's James.
We're sitting with two different products with a similar challenge. How do we come up with a campaign that suits both of these products?
But I think what was exciting for us was that it wasn't just the influencer. We really worked on the campaign from a number of different stages.
He had never posted to Instagram and he'd never run 5 kilometers. So here we had a big, hairy, audacious goal of getting him to start posting to Instagram and to go from 0 kilometers to a half Ironman.
When most people think about underage drinking, they seem to only think about it in the context of an age of around maybe 15, 16, 17.
And in Bots a few years ago, she was racing in an event there and she actually hit a tree stump and she nearly died.
So the main thing was to actually really showcase, the brand as a trusted quality brand.
Was it a journey of unbelievable learnings for all of us?
And eventually he lost 30 kilograms during the campaign. He crossed that finish line. He got into all sorts of shows, Dan Nichols show, Gareth Cliff's show, KFM with Liesel van der Westhuizen.
I think our first step really was to say, hey, have a look at yourself in terms of how you're influencing younger people.
From a personal perspective from them, their personal growth through all of this. Sorry, I might cry while I'm doing this because some of the emotions that came out of the children when we said to them, we had that post-interview with them and we wanted to know from them, what is it that you learned? How did you benefit out of this?
Women aren't just innocent bystanders in the whole tool market and DIY market. Because you have a lot more independent women in sub-Saharan Africa, because you have a lot of single woman-owned homes, because you have women as the decision makers on researching, looking at their products, women are a very important target market that so many other tool brands have neglected for far too long.
Going into interesting spaces was pretty awesome because it allowed for the Tastic brand to come through and show up in a way that has never shown up before.
Take cognizance of of using this time where we restricted, in what we can drink to really take a good long look at how we behave around alcohol and how that's influencing kids.
So it was an amazing journey for me to go through, for my team to go through, because it was things that we brought out that we never expected to happen.
PR and communication at this level is critical and it's still paramount in how brands communicate.
For us to have 2 campaigns that we're incredibly proud of make it to finalists in Campaign of the Year is it's pretty humbling and mind-blowing for us. So.
I think it was really created an incredible sense in the office and the team for being able to really come up with nice ideas.
We were proud of it. We think it's done well, it felt worthy.
And by doing this campaign, I'm encouraging other agencies to please get on board, please present their campaigns and get on board with Prism, and let's do this.
Great to hear from all the Campaign of the Year nominees, all very worthy campaigns. So, Victor, who do you think is going to win?
Well, as you said, worthy campaigns. It is very difficult to tell, but let us hear what Thabiso has to say.
Okay, cool. So, Thabiso, you have the big news for us. Let's see who is the big winner for the Prism Awards 2020.
And the winner in this category is the Riverbed Agency for their underage drinking campaign for aware.org. Congratulations to the Riverbed Agency. In fact, we have Mona Lisa Zwambila, the CEO of the Riverbed Agency, on the line. Congratulations to you, Mona Lisa Zwambila. What does this award mean for your agency?
This win is absolutely amazing. Really excited about it. You know, for me, the underage drinking campaign was very much a purpose-led campaign that is delivering on a really enormous problem within South Africa. And so to win an award in that context has really been amazing.
Gogo, ngicela ukutesta. Shesha lapho. Just be cool, okay? Be cool, okay?
Bring the head up here and the 3 Owens, please, man. Dank je, my lady, dank je. Hey, wat maak jy drinks maar voor me? Ah, but I'm joking. You're old enough, but you can have us some another one. Well, thank you. It's like father, like son.
Well, congratulations to the Riverbed Agency for that campaign. I think it's a very important social message. So, Victor, what the Riverbed actually brought up with their campaign is that the drinking age in South Africa is actually 4 years old because of the exposure that children get from adults drinking in the house. So I think this campaign was quite important. What are your thoughts about that?
Wow, very important indeed. There's a lot that we need to do out of that information. That research is very rich, and it says a lot in terms of taking this message across to the public and assisting parents to realize that exposing their children to drinking or to alcohol at an early age poses danger to the public.
So this campaign really highlights the important work that communications and PR professionals actually have to do in terms of delivering important social messages for our country, wouldn't you say?
Very much so, and we're delighted, really. These awards bring about very important research material and campaigns which are important for us as the industry. So on behalf of the Public Relations Institute of Southern Africa and the Prisms, we would like to thank everybody, especially the agencies, the NGOs, and the individuals that have submitted their entries. So on this note, these awards have continued to grow. And the growth that we see is something that we really appreciate. Now, the industry and certainly the world is currently faced with one of our biggest challenges yet. The current health crisis has forced us out of our comfort zones, but has also given us an opportunity to find new ways to work and new ways to communicate. This time requires dedication and resilience, and I have no doubt about that we will bounce back as an industry. I would like to take this opportunity to thank everyone for submitting the entries and the Prism Awards and the committee. I thank you.
So that's it from the first virtual Prism Awards. Victor, thank you very much for joining us. It was lots of fun.
Absolutely. Well, thank you. We hope to see more entries next year as we celebrate the Public Relations and Communication Management Industry Awards.
And remember, everyone, all the winners will appear on our Twitter page straight after the show. Over to you, Thabiso.
Congratulations to all of the winners. Well, at least now I know which PR agencies to get in touch with to have a glass of that celebratory champagne. And I'll bring my own glass because it's been a bit dry on this side of the world. But huge congratulations to all the winners and well done to all of the entrants. Really, really good work this year. Before we close it off, the Prisms would like to thank the following partners for ensuring that we have this show and we're able to bring it to you in this way. And that includes all of our fantastic judges, the Prism's Young Voices Biz Community, Space, as well as Off the Shelf for the brand new Prism's logo. It looks absolutely stunning. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. And of course, remember that all the certificate and trophy collections, all that information will be communicated in due course to all of the different winners. Congratulations to the winners again, and well done to all the entrants. Such beautiful work that the judges have seen tonight. I've had so much fun hosting you, and I look forward to connecting with you very soon. Until then, cheers.